my perspective, the FW curriculum is intended as major preparation for career paths. So we help students identify career opportunities in fields like conservation, wildlife, fisheries.
To be a competent fisheries, wildlife, or conservation biologist, you really have to have sound field skills. As long as we've been a department, we've had a summer field session. So our department started in 1982, and so did our field session.
We give them a huge buffet of options while they're in this field course, and it ranges from trapping small mammals, trapping bears, also identification of plant communities. All of this put together really sets them up for the curriculum.
People leave our program and become professionals working for DNR, consulting firms, cities, or something like that. But I think a second really critical part of our curriculum is helping people become better citizens.
Curriculum offers a lot of opportunities to get real-life experience. So there's a lot of opportunity to practice some field skills that you're going to need, a lot of opportunity to do the lab work that you're going to have to do. You learn a lot about data collection.
One of the central themes we're trying to develop through the entire curriculum is helping a student understand that there are common data sets that are used as managing professionals. We're trying to expose these people to data collection, to data analysis of these common data sets. So for example, in my class taught at the sophomore level, people go out on campus and collect field data on things like plants, animal communities, soil, water, and they use those data to analyze ecosystem management questions. Those same data, the same ideas are brought up in future classes all the way through the sophomore and junior year.
The faculty are incredibly important to our curriculum in a number of ways, but I'd say most importantly in the fact that they are the ones who are actually sort of detecting trends in the field and making sure that our curriculum sort of keeps pace with those trends.
When you think about fisheries and wildlife, it's primarily human dimensions, and human dimensions is social science, what individuals think, what they value, how people work together to achieve change.
And they vote better, they're more sensitive, they enjoy the outdoors better because they've been through this experience, they know more about the curriculum and the resources.
What we try to do is build it throughout the curriculum from the very beginning, because often the student comes in and thinks, oh, I'm going to study a fish. Well, if they're trying to keep that fish there, who cares about keeping that fish there? If they're going to do research, what type of research do governments need in order to achieve some of their goals?
I think one of the most important courses to my undergraduate career was a Thailand study abroad course. So we did occupancy surveys, we camped, we set up camera traps, a lot of field work that's really important when you go out and get a job.
One of the central characteristics that a person needs to have entering the career today is adaptability. A person needs to be able to adapt to a new culture, a new work experience. By having international experiences through their undergraduate career, they develop that new adaptability in a strong way.
I knew what I wanted to do, but I wasn't really sure if I was cut out to do it. And that course really kind of threw me to the deep end and said, you know, this is the skills you need to have, this is what a day in the life of the job looks like.
A number of students choose to select an internship. There are a lot of different examples. They may work for U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the Department of Natural Resources, Minnesota Zoo, Como Zoo.
The university has made a major focus on interdisciplinary learning, and especially going into the future as society demands students that come out understanding how their particular expertise fits into a variety of different ways of knowing.
All of the faculty bring their own research into their classes in a variety of different ways. And it may be simply through talking about their research. In some cases, in smaller classes, they may actually have students participate in their research.
I teach a class on environmental policy, law, and human behavior. Already that's interdisciplinary. How does a law cause an individual to act? How do individual actions influence how we might change laws? But we're always talking about it in relation to a particular fisheries problem, or a conservation problem of prairies, or our concerns about nutrients in the water system.
I think there are three major themes that we try to pursue in helping students develop communication skills. One is the writing experience. People take writing intensive classes, so they write in their classes. Second is group dynamics, where people write or carry out projects and communicate with each other in a group setting. And third is presentation. So they present to professionals from the community, they present to each other, they present to the instructors, all helping them communicate when they become professionals in their field.
We need to make sure there aren't gaps in the curriculum where students are having to sort of learn on the job as much and learn from mentors, but more be really ready to fully function. We're actually working with our stakeholders to lay out what are the critical competencies that our graduates need, and then look through our curriculum in a very detailed way to look for gaps and to see where we can make sure that our curriculum is as comprehensive and complete as it can be.
I really like the faculty here, and I really like the types of students that the program attracts. I think it's a really unique community, and that wasn't something I was expecting to get when I came to college. I was kind of planning on just coming in and getting a degree and getting out, but I got a lot more involved than I had planned to, and was really happy that I did.
We start with basic concepts, then using those concepts actually in the field, then coming back and doing some research on that, and then applying it to a final product. That suits the entire student throughout their time here.